Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
That girl wants an outlaw.
Well, get her an outlaw then, damn it. Make the girl happy. That's what it's all about over there, right? The RTM Radio Network Country Saturday night. Guess who's on the phone with us? Let's see if we can ruin his night tonight.
Sean Elliott Jr. Well, if you're going to ruin his night, don't we want to call him Senior?
Hello, Senior.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all?
Hey, you sound like you sing. That's a first.
Sometimes.
I hear that voice, that same voice you sing with. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
So what's going on? Where you at?
I'm in Bedford County, Virginia.
Ooh. Oh, they're close to the politic capital. What's the matter with you?
I don't know everything.
That's too close to Washington, D.C. for me.
Oh, no, I'm about 4 hours away from there.
That's too close. You need to be down here in Texas as far away as you can get.
I definitely need to come visit.
You do.
Come on down yonder.
You need to bring us some of that music.
Sounds like a good summer trip for me.
So when did you start your music?
I started playing actually about 7 years ago.
7 years
I know
ago?
that's
You're still a baby.
Yeah, I know that's not. I know that's not really the classic playing since I was 13 story or anything like that. But I started playing. I've always loved music. I've always loved country music, especially. But I didn't know how to play a guitar. I didn't know how to sing. I was actually a band manager at the time.
Oh.
What kind of music was that?
That was actually the original 460 South.
Did you start out in country music?
Yes, I did. I started out with the original 460 South band, and I was just a manager for the band that was playing at the time.
I love those tunes, man. You got to tell me, why does that chick want an outlaw? What's the story? How come she wants an outlaw and not a nice guy?
Well, the story is actually, it's based on a true story. I was in a bar here in Roanoke, Virginia, and I walked in there, and I was the only one wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and it was karaoke night, so I was going in there to hang out and have a good time and sing, and this girl was there, and she was with this guy. He was like in a little polo shirt with collar pop, looked like he probably has mom and dad's money or whatever.
Ooh.
So I got a thing, and she was just looking at me and making this face like, wow, you know. So I'm sitting at the bar, and she leaves him and walks up to me and starts rubbing my back and trying to talk to me. And then
Hey,
I said, you know what, this is good. I said, this is a good opportunity to write a song about that. So I did.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, cowboy, I'm going to leave Sissy Boy over there.
Something like that.
Who's the girl singing in that song?
Her name's Tammany Dove. She's an awesome artist, I believe.
Oh, we love
I believe
Tammany.
she's out of Georgia. Yeah, if she's listening, big shout out to Tammany Dove. I was looking for a female on that track, and she responded to my manager, who's Courtney Nicole. She's awesome too, and she responded right away and was excited to jump on there with me, which is an honor for me, a woman of her stature.
Yeah.
Big shout out and thanks to her publicly. Yeah.
I love that new tune that she just did with the guy's name is Matt. It's called One Guitar. Boy, that's pretty smooth stuff right there.
Oh, she is awesome. I'm definitely a huge fan of her work, and hopefully we'll be doing some stuff in the future as well.
Yeah, that's sweet. Of all people, too.
So, did I see that right? You was on stage with Moccasin Creek the other week.
Yeah, last week we played in Roanoke, Virginia with Moccasin Creek. Big shout out to them as well, and their manager, that's cool.
Yeah,
They,
love them.
Oh, I love them too. They are awesome, real down-to-earth people, real nice guys. We spent most of the time before the show last.
Oh, you're going out of signal.
I lost signal.
Yeah, you need to stand on one leg and put some tinfoil on your head.
Oh, man. Well, I can put the 10-4 on, but I don't know if I can stand on one leg for that long.
Put one arm up in the air.
Yeah,
then. That'll
put one
work.
arm up in the air.
I'm a pretty big guy, so my balance ain't all that great anymore.
Well, it works for TV aerials.
Were you born and raised in Virginia?
Yes, I was. I'm a Virginia native. Lived here all my life. Although I've traveled many different places, Virginia has always been my home, and plan on dying here as well. Hopefully, that'll be where I live all my life.
Well, that's what I used to say about Ohio until I discovered Texas, and now I'm where I want to be, because screw Ohio. Too cold, too much snow, muddy, nasty. Blech, not my gig.
Yeah, my dad lived in Ohio for a little while, and I went to visit a time or two. Even though Ohio does have some nice countryside as well.
Yeah, if you go to southern Ohio, it's absolutely beautiful down there. But then again, you're getting close to West Virginia, so, West Virginia is where all my kin are from, so that's a whole nother story down there. Of course, they got snow, too. Otherwise, that's probably where I'd be living.
Yeah, West Virginia is nice as well.
It's like Virginia. If it's got mountains, it's got snow.
Right. Well, Virginia has mountains. I actually live at the foot of a mountain.
Boy, it's beautiful around there. I'll tell you what, I used to love to go over that neck of the woods.
So I have a quick question for you. 4 and 60 South, are you doing the same style music now as what you did when you managed them?
Not exactly. We had a prior lead singer who his style was a lot different than mine. So it was a lot more traditional country, which there's nothing wrong with that. I absolutely love traditional country. I have. I'm sure you've seen my pictures of. I got a lot of tattoos. So I've got Hank Jr. tattooed on me, Johnny Cash. I got Waylon Jennings guitar, Hank Sr. I got all those guys tattooed on me. That's where my heart is. But his style is more traditional, where my style is more southern rock-ish. My style is definitely a lot different.
How did you go from being a manager to lead singer?
All right, well, this is a true story. The lead singer at the time would ask me to, he used to get kind of nervous at times, and so he would ask me to start singing and opening shows. And, well, I'll have to back it up further than that. I remember he would get really nervous before shows, and I remember asking him, I said, hey, man, would you feel more comfortable if I was up there with you? He was like, yeah, but you don't know how to play. And I said, I know. I said, but, I've always been one of those kind of people that if I didn't know how to do something and I wanted to do it, I would get it accomplished. So it took me about 6 months to learn his set list. And we started doing shows as an acoustic duo together because around here, and I'm sure as well in other places, it's hard to keep a band together. It's hard to keep a group of musicians together. So we said, you know what, we'll just go out acoustic and play everywhere that'll listen, and maybe we'll make a name for ourselves. So we started doing that, and then he was like, man, you should start singing. And I was like, I don't know about all that. Because all my life I was told that I can't sing. As a matter of fact, when I used to sing, I'd have friends and family like, Sean, just be quiet.
Oh,
He's like, you don't got it. They would. I appreciated the honesty. They'd tell me just be quiet, stick to sports, stick to karate, stick to stuff like that. And so when he asked me to sing, I picked some songs that were like Johnny Cash, stuff in my range that I could kind of sing without having to try very hard. And it came from there. And he would ask me to sing more and more. And so finally asked me to do my own song. He said, dude, you should totally write a song and put it out there and see what happens. And that's what I did.
Wow, that's a pretty cool story.
I know one thing, you've had 100% belief from Courtney. She's 100% put her belief in you that you can do it. You seem to be doing it.
Yeah, I give a lot of my drive. Courtney and I started out as just friends before we ever got to any kind of music, like the business side of anything. She was just somebody that would tell me, you do this. And Courtney had a really strong business sense. Like, she's manager of everywhere she's ever worked. And she would be working there, it seemed like one week, and the next week they're slapping a manager badge on. So, and I also am familiar with business as well. I ran my own karate school all through high school. And so Courtney, I said, how about you manage me? I'll teach you the music side of teach the music industry, and you manage me. And we agreed on what she would get paid to manage me. And ever since then, I went from playing in little hole-in-the-wall bars to playing on sharing stage with Aaron Lewis, Moxie Creek, Black, a lot of major artists.
Wow, that's just what I was going to ask, who some of the other artists were you've opened for. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've opened for Nick Smith. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him or not. Tim Elliott, who just got signed to Sony a couple years ago. Aaron Lewis, a lot of people know who he is.
Yeah.
Black.
Oh, yeah.
August, we're opening up Church the Redneck. We've opened for the Steelwood. So it's a lot of major artists we've opened with.
Well, how do you
And of
feel
course,
about
Michael
that?
Creek.
How do you feel about that? You feel like a little kid when you first got into that kind of thing?
It's very humbling. Actually, we've had a lot of great opportunities come out of what we do, and a lot of our opening spots come from the venue owners. There's a local venue around here called Phase 2, and that's where a lot of major artists play. Waylon Jennings has played there, Jason Aldean, Florida Georgia Line, Alan Jackson, anybody you can think of played there. David Allen Coe, all those guys have been on that stage, and the owner believed in me when a lot of other people didn't, and they called me out of the blue and just said, "Hey, can you open for these guys when other bands either don't step up to do it or don't want to do it or whatever ask that?" And so when I talked to them, I listened to stories of what they did right and wrong, and I applied for what I did. So if they tell me, don't do this, don't do that, then I won't do this, do that. If they tell me to do this, do that, well, I'll try what they tell me. So I think every opportunity for the major artists that I open for is a learning opportunity. As a matter of fact, Aaron Lewis asked me to take him tour. So he didn't want to drive. I guess they didn't want to drive a big tour bus around Lynchburg. So he hopped in my truck with me like a normal guy, and we had a long conversation. He told me that, "Sean, you sound great for your verses, but you're going flat on your chorus." And so he said, "Here's what you should work on."
How cool is that?
That's what. Yeah, and I started working on that. Tim Elliott, who's another Nashville artist, was telling me different things on stage. So I really take it as a learning opportunity more than anything.
That's pretty cool, though, to just have somebody come along and just chit-chat and be a normal person instead of, trying to be all high and mighty on you.
Right. A lot of those artists have even become friends of mine that will talk on the phone. They'll text me or call me, check on me or check up on me, or, "Hey, I heard your song out here. It's really cool." As a matter of fact, I was hanging out with Waylon Jennings' grandson last night, Struggle Jennings, and his buddy Jelly Roll. They're on the country rap side of things, but they really know about the core of country music, and they both told me they've heard my music before and were able to name my songs, and that made me feel really good.
Yeah, I guess so. That's getting up there with the big boys. That's awesome. Anybody else in your family musically inclined?
My grandmother was a professional gospel singer. She had record deals as well, but she was straight Southern gospel, and her voice is unique. It's really strong and deep. It's hard to listen to her sing without feeling that gospel soul music.
Uh-huh.
And my biological grandfather was a blues musician. He could burn a guitar up. Unfortunately, he died before I really got to know him that well, but I've heard stories about him being able to rip up a guitar, and he's a pretty cool guy from what I hear.
Well, that's good, man. That's nice to know that. See, it's in your blood and you didn't even know it.
Exactly.
So what is your earliest musical memory when you were young and had really, really small legs?
Oh, my gosh. My family is very diverse, especially when it comes to music. So I can remember my mom would always listen to, Dolly Parton, the earlier country music. She also listened to a lot of pop as well. My dad was listening to straight R&B, and my grandmother listened to mainly gospel. And all my friends, I lived out here. I grew up in Bedford County, so a lot of my friends were, rednecks and hillbillies. So that's where I got a lot of the country influence from.
There ain't nothing wrong with being a hillbilly.
Nothing wrong at all. 90% of my friends are.
Make that 91%.
Tell us about Love Shack. Didn't you say your parents used to sing Love Shack?
Love Shack. Oh yeah, my mom loved that song, and you guys killed it. That was awesome.
You've been spying on us.
I sent him that link.
Oh yeah.
I sent it to him.
Oh, leave it to the wife. Jeez. Yeah, that was our first song we did together when Donna came to America from England. And it was like, we got to do this. We'd been trying to do it for like 2 or 3 years. And I said, just once I knew she was coming over here, I said, just wait until you get here and we'll do it together live like that. It was just, we had such a blast doing that.
Hey, y'all need to keep that up and do another one.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Haven't found another one with that. We haven't never found another one that really tickles our fancy like that.
Yeah, we did In Spite of Ourselves. Because that's totally us. We did anything you can do, I can do better, because that's even more like us. You know, we're so argumentative with each other like
And now
that.
we just, have you seen the Red Solo Cup one she just posted?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, she won't leave me alone. She won't let me rest.
That's her job, though, right?
Yeah.
I guess, you know, at least it's a wife I can tolerate, you know. I had a little practice before that.
Hey, that's where it really counts.
I guess, but boy, what hell I paid with all that practice.
So, what is your plans for the future?
Well, right now we've been working on our album for a while, and life happened. We all work and do other stuff as well. We played so many shows. We play just about every weekend, and so it's hard for us to get the full band together in the studio to record. But we all had a meeting. We've all talked about it, so we're going to hammer out these originals and get them done, get them out, get them recorded. And so that's my future plans. Right now, it's really humbling and it's really crazy how, you know, we went from not playing at all a couple of years ago. Like we played once every 2 or 3 months, to playing every weekend. It's a lot of fun. So right now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's a lot of work, a whole lot more work involved in what I knew originally, but it's fun work. So I like staying busy, continuing to be.
What do you do for work?
I actually, I work at a place called Lutheran Family Services. I basically provide therapy to mentally challenged adults.
Oh, then we can talk. I need some help.
Yeah, I work as a direct support professional.
Very cool. Is that what you've done for quite a while, or did you have other jobs?
Well, I've always worked in the human service field. Like I said, I guess I'm an oddball. I don't have any great stories about growing up working on a farm like the typical country singer. But I've always been in human services. I've worked Presbyterian Home, which is a place for troubled teenagers. I worked at places like that.
Sounds like some songs in the making there.
Oh yeah. I've always been in the human service field, and I've always liked working with people. That's what makes music, performing live, very comfortable for me, because I've always been able to get in front of people and deal with people. And that influence helps a lot. And when you're on stage, because how do you connect with the crowd if you can't be a people person? Yeah.
You said you drive a truck. What kind of truck you got?
My baby is a '85 Silverado.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Now, you're supposed to say
I knew there'd be a
Ford.
Chevy man in the crowd somewhere.
You're supposed to say Ford F-250.
I've only owned one Ford pickup in my life. That was a '69 F-100. That was a bad truck. That was an awful truck.
A 69. God, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, that was my favorite truck. It was a short bed. It had a big block in it. It was an awesome truck.
Oh,
But
baby.
I'm a diehard Chevy man. I'm actually outside right now, so I'm looking at 3 of them that I own. One of them's at my bass player's house, which is my favorite one. That's a '73 Nova.
Oh, she's got a real rod, too. Good deal. See, I like Chevy. I don't have a problem with Chevys, especially the older classic ones. That is because anything older than, let's say, a 79 or so, I mean, they were all real cars. They were built to last, no matter what. Chevy, Dodge, Chrysler, Pontiac, Buick, I don't care what it was. Those were all great cars, so it's anything newer that I just think is just a waste. Even a lot of the Fords nowadays are pretty crummy, if you ask me.
Well, I have, I'm a diehard Chevy man. I have one of my daily drivers is a '74 Chevelle. I love that car to death. And I also have a '66 Dart. So I love them old hot rod cars. There's one Ford I respect. It's a friend of mine, and he's probably one of our biggest supporters. His name's David Mason. I don't know if he's listening or not, but he has a Ford Cobra or Mustang, one of those things. But he's actually a race car driver, and that's what he races on the weekend. And
Yeah.
I go out to a few. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to shout out David and Angela Mason at DNA Racing. They big supporters of ours. If we have a show anywhere, they will tag me 100 times a day on Facebook and tagging all their friends with it, just to get people out supporting stuff.
Yeah, cool.
People like that in our corner is a true blessing for me.
Yeah, that's pretty slick, man. I love people hang out with some real cars, man. They're just hard to find. And the ones that do clean them up and keep them, they hide them.
Right, yeah, mine, I drive all of them if I can.
What's the names of your band members? Let's give them a little loving over here?
All right. Before I release their names, those guys are probably one of the biggest driving forces behind me. They will kick my butt when I'm slacking, or they'll try to, and they tell me when I'm not doing my best or when I am doing my best. So, big shout out to all these guys. Chuck Whitby is our bass player. We call him the redheaded stepchild. That's a tough. Yeah, he's a redhead. He's a tough guy too. I remember he had pneumonia, and I was trying to get my 66 Dart running. He comes outside half dead to work on the car. I'm telling him, dude, get back in the house. And he's like, no, man, we're gonna work on the car. But he's a really awesome guy. And on drums, we have Lonnie Day. I call him Mr. Soul Tone because he's actually endorsed by Soul Tone. And he shows it. He wears the Soul Tone shirt. He's got Soul Tone on his drums. So my name to him is Mr. Soul Tone. And then on guitar, we have LT Elliott. I call him my cousin. And he's a heck of a guitar player. That dude can shred a guitar, and he can make that guitar talk. It's just awesome guitar player. Another guitar player we have is Jeff Chenault. He's awesome. He started out as our sound guy at a gig one time.
As your what? He started out as what?
Sound guy.
Oh, okay.
A sound guy. He knows sound in and out. As a matter of fact, whenever he's not playing with us, he's running sound for us. So he's a big asset to the band. So LT, Lonnie, Chuck, and Jeff is the band members. And, of course, our manager, Fort Pro.
That sounds like a pretty good crew when everybody's got a name like that, a nickname. I think that's when people are really getting close with each other.
Right. I mean, one thing that makes our chemistry work is that each and every one of them are from a different background of music. Like Chuck, I believe, was in a heavy rock band and prior to us, and then LT is straight southern rock and country. That man has that sound to the T. And then Jeff, he was in a rock band as well. And Lonnie was actually in an R&B, jazz, blues band. That's his background. So whenever we come up with original music, you will hear some of that, all that different genres in one song. You
write a lot of your own songs?
Yes, sir.
Do you do cover songs?
Yes, sir.
You do any rock?
We do a lot of both. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to hear some of that. I bet that sounds good.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything at our shows. We will cover from Johnny Cash to Adele.
Now you said you've opened for a lot of these big artists and stuff. Are you doing any touring other than local places?
Right now, we're starting to branch out. We the way our plan is for I don't know if I should release our plan of attack or not, but we try to lock down grids. So we'll try to lock down the different surrounding counties within 30 minutes, and then we'll spread out to an hour, and 2 hours, and 3 hours, and 4 hours until we can. So when we branch out and play, we'll have fans and friends. I really don't like to refer to people as fans. I like to refer to them as friends. Most of our fans end up partying with us after the show or partying with us when we're not playing. So we try to build that crowd up around, out, and wherever we can get to. As a matter of fact, we're traveling to South Carolina to play in May.
Is Texas in your future?
We do have, I'm sorry?
Is Texas in your future?
We're planning on it. We definitely, our future goal is to definitely be able to tour nationally and get out there more. We talked about touring with some of these bigger artists that I mentioned earlier, but tonight I don't want to talk too much about that.
Right.
It's in the works, but we did talk about putting a tour together with a lot of major artists out there.
Very good. So at least you got a plan. That's pretty cool. So at least you're looking forward.
What advice do you give to your future self when you're rich and famous? Yes.
Advice I'll give my future self: don't blow all my money on hot rods.
You know you will.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be broke messing with these things. I guess my plan is really to stay humble and stay focused, and no matter what level of success I reach with music, to stay true to who I am and my belief. Stay focused on my future.
Oh, please do. You're liable to be the next Jay Leno when it comes to old Chevys.
Oh yeah, I can't even watch his stuff because I get mad and cut the TV off when I look at his car.
I'm planning on seeing one of your cars on Barrett Auto Auction one of these days.
We'll see. We do have a music video in the works, so I plan on putting one of these things in there.
Oh, that'll be slick. Where's you have a Facebook page?
Yes, I do. I have a fan page, which is Sean Elliott Jr. in Fort Dix South. I like to direct a lot of people towards that because that's where all of our shows and our events are posted. People can message page. We we try to respond really quickly. We try to answer everyone we can. A lot of times we'll get a lot of high-volume messages to those of you who are listening. If I don't answer you within 5 minutes, please don't get mad. We do get a lot of messages and inboxes, and a lot of our venues communicate with us through that as well.
I know I noticed a lot of people don't have patience when it comes to that kind of thing. I guess they don't think how busy you may be or whatever, but a lot of people are just like, I want an answer now. It's like, come on, man. The guy's got a life, too. Give him a chance.
Well, I guess thank you for replying to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it was Courtney, I think, wasn't it?
If it's on the band page, most likely. I do check the messages if I can. Sometimes I'll beat her to the punch, but she's a lot more efficient with that than I am. That's why she's our manager, because I can't keep up with it.
Don't tell me you're leaning over the hood of a 66 Chevy and you got your Facebook on your tablet over there or something.
Oh, yeah, that'll never happen. usually when I'm working on the car, I put the phone in my back pocket. That's why it's cracked all up now, because it sits in my back pocket, and then I forget it's there and sit down. Yeah.
Was that you who posted a picture of a phone with a cracked screen on it? Where did I see that? It wasn't too long ago. I don't know if it was your page or
I don't think that was me.
Somebody posted a picture of a video or something, and the whole screen was all cracked so bad you couldn't even see what was on the phone.
Yeah, all my coworkers like to make fun of me about my phone because it's all cracked. And I just bought a new screen protector for it and cracked it within a week and a half.
You have a web page, too?
Yes, we do. It is 460 South Band at, oh my gosh, that one's still on me kind of quick. I'm going to have to find support for that. Courtney, what's our webpage? www. 460 South Band. .wixsite.com. /460 South. That's a whole lot of money to change.
Ooh, okay. I couldn't even keep up with that.
I found it.
Did you find it? Okay.
Yes.
Stick the link on the chat there. Cool. Well, I got some questions I'd like to ask you, and then we'll cut you loose unless, of course, you got something else you want to add, something important, something not important.
I don't have a whole lot to add. Just if you're listening and haven't heard of us, check us out on YouTube, Sean Elliott Jr. Check us out on Facebook, Sean Elliott Jr. 460 South Band. I'm on Instagram. All those little social media websites, I'm on there, and so all the people who have supported me and our band and what we're trying to accomplish, I'd like to thank you guys publicly. A lot of people like to say that, and a lot of people like to say, "Oh, we like to thank you if it wasn't for you," but we truly mean that, because I've been at the rock bottom where we were taking venues for shows. They wouldn't book us, and because we have fans who will go into venues now and say, "When are we getting 460 South Band here? We need them in here." And, a lot of venues keep calling us because of that. So
that's nice.
I do like to thank that. I like to thank the radio stations like you guys for giving an artist like myself a chance to be heard and to communicate with people who I don't know. And gosh, I don't think if I left out anybody, I might have. If I did, I apologize. But everyone who supports what we do and the radio stations that support the artists and what they do, and big thank you.
That's what we do it for. Not only do we get to meet new artists all the time, we get to get some great new music. We get to help get their name out there. It's a platform to try to help as much as we can anyways. And we just love having you guys come on the show because we meet some real characters sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And Donna, of course, always has some random questions that some probably don't want to answer, but she does that to them anyways.
I'm an open book, so you can ask anything you want.
You might be surprised.
I'm not giving you my social, though. You can't have my social.
It's because Randy has these 10 questions, yeah, and they are so boring. They make you want to lose the will to live. So
come on.
So you really have to spruce up the questions with some random stuff, and it's down to you, Sean Elliott Jr., to make up some really random answers to make them exciting.
Hey, bring it on. I'm ready.
Just answer truthfully. That'll save us a whole lot of... Anyways, number 1, what's your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right, so I say whenever I get real excited or see something I like, I always yell out, "Oh, man!" So I'm not to say that. I don't know if that's a word, but I do it at shows, and if I see it as a hot girl walking, I'll yell out, "Oh, man!" So
easy now. Oh yeah. While we're on that subject, are you married or single?
I am in a relationship, and how do I put that? We'll just say I'm in a relationship. How about that?
That's perfectly fine. What is your least favorite word?
Oh,
I would say that would be a word that you just can't stand to hear or hear somebody else say or...
Baby daddy's a bad word.
Shut up.
I don't know if this is proper to say on the radio, but I really hate the N-word. I think you can put two and two together and figure out what I'm talking about.
Of course. Yeah, this is internet radio. You can say whatever you want, and it's our show, and we don't care what you say.
Okay, well, I really hate that word. I hate you from any rate. That's why I don't listen to much rap music. I actually like hip-hop music, and a lot of country people won't admit that, but I will say I do like some hip-hop music. But it has to be talking about something I can relate to. And a lot of the hip-hop music, they use the N-word over and over and over and over and over, and it just turns me off to it. And I'm not dissing anybody or trying to disrespect or discredit or whatever the word is to any of the artists that use that word. That's not my preference to hear, so that's why I don't listen to it. That's why I started switching to the country rap, because it has the same hip-hop beat, but they're rapping about a life that I can relate to. I can relate to hunting, fishing, chewing tobacco, and I'm chewing tobacco right now.
Right.
I can relate to that. But the other hip hop music, they use that word, it just turns me off. Like you said, I've been called the N-word a few times. I guess some things don't change, but when I get called that, it doesn't offend me. Like I actually laugh at it.
Well, I couldn't agree more, because I think that's pretty much ruined it, because I used to love rap when it first came out. The old rap now. I'm talking 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, whenever it started out, like Double Dutch Bus and things like that, the old style rap. I loved that stuff. And there was no cussing and swearing. It was all about having fun, chasing girls, cars, all the cool stuff. And then it just, I agree with you, man. It went crazy, and they started saying that constantly. It's like, don't you have any respect for yourself, if anything? I mean, come on.
Courtney said that the N-word that you're really talking about is the word no. You don't like the word no. Most men don't like the word no.
I don't like it.
You should hear Randy when I tell him no. He has a tantrum like a 2-year-old.
Well, Courtney would say that because that's her favorite word to me all the time. No. No. Courtney, can I do this on stage? No. Can I say this on stage? No.
Oh, I like Courtney.
But that's a woman thing.
Oh, Courtney's awesome. Courtney is definitely plays a huge role in what we do, more than what people know. A lot of people think that she's just some girl dancing in the crowd with a 40 South shirt on, but Courtney does everything from managing to booking to promoting to merchandise. And if we're playing somewhere, everyone knows that you're the opening band, or when you're first getting started with your show, everyone likes to sit down and watch you. Where we're a crowd, we love a party crowd. So Courtney will go and pull people to the dance floor with her hand. Like, come on, y'all dance. And it's funny, you look at their face like they don't really want to dance yet because they're nervous, but she brings up the party up to the dance floor. So she plays a huge role in what we do.
Oh, give us the dish on Courtney Nicole. Can she dance?
Courtney is an awesome dancer. As a matter of fact, I will post a video of her dancing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Put it on the Yanki and the Brit page.
I will put it on the Yanki and the Brit page.
Yay!
Oh,
Courtney can get down. Courtney and I, we go out a lot of different places, and we go check out other bands just because we like a lot. We like to support the local music scene. When we're not playing, we're usually out listening to another band. And Courtney was the first one on the dance floor.
Well, this should be exciting. Maybe we can make a video out of that. Or put her in one of ours.
Hey, we can do it.
Awesome. Back to the questions. Number 3, what turns you on?
Oh, hot rods, fast cars, pretty girls.
Ooh, everything a guy likes.
Exactly. I'm a typical guy. I like typical stuff. So if I could be in the worst mood, and if I hear a camshaft from a mile away and a turn and an old hot rod going down the road, it'll put a big smile on my face, and I will talk about it for like an hour after it went by.
Oh my God, you bore me to death.
I gave a girl the camshaft once, and she was turning about 5,000 R's.
Oh.
You're bad, dude.
What turns you off?
Besides
the N-word.
Turns me off. Disrespectfulness will turn me off.
Thank you.
I have the typical American values, respect me, I'll respect you. I don't have to like you, but I will respect you until you disrespect me. So I'm all about respect. I mean, I respect people's own beliefs. And what kills me when I get on Facebook and somebody makes a post about something that somebody else didn't agree with, it turns into a falling out. Like, I fell out over my political views before, and I fell out over the different stuff that people will fall out with you these days. I've never personally hated somebody for thinking differently than me. If we were all the same, this would be a very boring world. But
boy, amen.
The fact that we're all different, you know, it's just a lot of disrespect. I can't stand that. It's horrible.
Do you hold the door open for women?
Absolutely. I'm a true Southern gentleman.
What do you think when they don't say thank you? All right, I understand. I understand. I get it. I'm the same way, you little crank.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
I was going to say twat,
right.
but that's not right.
Yeah. You want?
And he calls me ma'am.
I know.
Don't you, Sean?
You get a lot of respect from the Southern guys.
Yeah, I love it when people call me ma'am.
Better than old maid.
Yeah, that's usually how I address females with me.
Courtney says what turns you on is your truck.
Yeah, I do love my truck. I'm not going to lie.
What turns you off? Oh, we did that, didn't we?
Oh, keep up, husband.
Yeah.
Shut up. What sound do you love?
What sound?
Yes.
Guitar. A guitar.
What sound do you hate? And don't tell me a bad rocker or something.
I don't really have a sound that I hate. I hate it when my guitar goes out of tune and I hear it, and or I miss a chord and it makes that sound, and the whole band turns and looks at me. I mean, I'll tell you a story. My band still gives me hell about it to this day. It happened a year ago, and they still give it. I play a lot of my original music capos, and we were getting ready to play She Wants an Outlaw at a venue, and I started off capo on the wrong fret. So I'm playing, and my band, I'm like getting really pissed off at my band because they're not playing. They were sitting there staring at me, and I'm like, why aren't y'all playing? But I was in the wrong key, so they were just waiting for me to figure it out.
Nice guys.
So now, every time we get ready to play that song, make sure you capo it on the fourth fret.
Well, you got to love them for trying.
And another sound I hate is the import tuners. You know, I understand they're popular some places. I can't stand here on Honda get beside me and rev his engine up.
What sound is that?
A Honda revving the engine.
Oh,
Is that what you said?
I had little lawnmowers. Those things are a joke.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get beside me in my truck, and my truck is really loud. I mean, it's straight pipe, open, it's header, straight pipe all the way to the back. It's pretty loud, and they'll get beside me, and I'm like, is somebody cutting grass? What's going on?
I know. I can't stand that shit. How do they think that's cool? I just can't quite fathom that.
And I know somebody's going to argue or be in the chat room and say, well, some of those cars go 500 horsepower. And I agree. I've seen some that do go fast, but for the same amount of money they made it to make it go that fast, I put it in my Nova and it wouldn't touch it.
Not at all. I don't even get that kind of thing, man. What's wrong with the sound of a nice deep set of thrush mufflers or something really badass like that? What did we miss?
I don't know. The Fast and the Furious really made everyone think by putting I call it a fart cannon. So I guess the Fast and the Furious came out and made everyone think that if you bought a Honda or an Eclipse that you'd have a 500 horsepower race car. I don't get it. $30 at AutoZone will make you have a 500.
Feed all those little things to friggin' Godzilla and call it a day. What's your favorite curse word?
Ooh, I love the F word. I say it a lot, and I know people are probably like, oh my God, I'm cutting it off. But I do cuss, like I say, I'll admit it.
You know what? I use that word all the time. You know what the key is? Knowing when to use it or where to use it.
When he hits himself
That's
with
true.
a hammer is the perfect time, I'm finding out.
Well, if I hit myself with a hammer, you're going to hear every last cuss word I know, and then some that are made up in 10 different languages.
You should hear me when I stub my toe on the bed. You hear all sorts of words.
You don't even know what British is until you hear that.
I mean, I don't cuss in any of my music, but because I try to have my music that anybody can relate to. As a matter of fact, a lot of parents send me videos of their kids listening to my music.
When you're practicing, do you ever break a string or play something wrong and stand there and then say, ah, fuck.
Oh, gosh, every week.
Yeah, I hear you. That's what she's talking about with the hammer thing.
Oh, yeah, every week. Our band practices usually end up in very graphic, nasty conversations.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we talk about anything you can imagine that's bad. It comes up in band practice. And Courtney is usually the one that starts it off.
I got words that nobody's ever heard of. I make them up sometimes. I get so damn mad.
Oh, yeah.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt? And you can either use music or the healthcare, whichever one you want to go with.
That's a hard question for me to answer because I've done so many different things in my life. But if it came to a profession, if I had to ever let music go completely and had to do something different, it's going to be in the human service field, whether it be young adults or mentally challenged. Like I said, I'm all about there should be a purpose in your life, and I believe we're all put here for a reason. So, me personally, I like helping people. Despite my pictures, I am a pretty nice guy. So I like seeing other people succeed as well. So anything human service related would definitely be in my field. I really have a heart for the mentally challenged, but just because of the struggles they go through and how if you take time to really deal with them and work with them on a daily basis like I do, you would see that they're a lot more intelligent than what people know about. And to me, that's just fascinating to see that somebody who can't talk or can't speak or can't walk, how much they really can do. You sit down and work with them.
What profession would you not like to do?
Probably a janitor, because I hate to clean.
I ain't never coming to your house to eat off the plates then or drink out of your cups.
My house is spotless. Like personal cleaning, like my house, I'll clean it all day. You know, laundry, I'll do my own. But like as far as it for a living, my hat's off to whoever cleans for a living. You guys are MVP, so I could do.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, the serious question. Well, first, let me ask you this because somebody in the chat said I should ask you this. Oh, God, it's gone. What happened? Okay, ask him about his ability to break out a freestyle.
Oh, my God, there has to be somebody that knows me.
You do.
It's that Courtney woman again.
Again, my music that I listen to goes from Tupac to Robert Johnson to Selena to... I listen to all kinds of different music. Hip-hop, my aunt was a DJ when I was a kid. She was DJ Trouble C. She was a pretty popular DJ in this area. So all like Public Enemy, so I grew up on. And in school, that we had a couple guys that would sit at a table and they would freestyle. They would like beat on the table, come up with a beat. And for some reason, they were friends of mine. And you know how typical young guys are. We like to choke on each other and make everybody laugh at them. So they would start freestyling. As soon as I walk in, they want to start joking on me, freestyling. Well, one day I just started freestyling back. And I was like, oh, so I can rap, okay? So now I rap all the time. I do it at band practice. I do it on long road trips. And to be honest with you, I write a lot of my songs because of my ability to just freestyle.
Well, now is your chance. Live on the Yankee and the Brit show, Sean Elliott Jr.
He's outside.
Isn't this a country station?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
This is everybody's station.
All right, so I guess I can freestyle for a short one.
Cool.
3, 2, 1, hit it!
So rapping on a country station, it must be about to snow, but I'm having a good time on the Yanki and Brit show. It's been a lot of fun, and I love answering all your questions. Being able to play music is a true blessing. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to stop rhyming right now. I hope that, I don't know, I just lost it. See, like, you put me on the spot on the country music station.
Don't worry, Courtney just distracted me with another thought. She says that you sing Christina Aguilera, so you've got to sing the high bits.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody kick her out the chat room, please.
Won't you bring me down
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
I was at a show. This was back when I was playing acoustic, and I was playing all kind of stuff that people didn't think I could play and didn't know I knew. And so I busted out Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera on the guitar. So that's where that came from.
Oh, brother. All right, then. The big final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I like to he tell me that he's letting me in. Enter.
Pretty cold out in the rain.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want him to send me the other direction.
I'll be tickled to death if he even speaks to me.
Right, yeah.
I imagine that you will be slapped stupid.
Well, I wouldn't have far to slap me then.
No.
That's a pretty deep question.
That's the purpose.
I've never been asked that before.
See,
I've been asked all kinds of stuff, but not that.
See how boring those 10 questions are?
Yeah, those are actually good questions.
Stupid wife.
I'm actually having fun with this.
Well, here's one more for you. Let's test your model and see what kind of man you are. If, of course, you woke up one morning and you had a vagina for 24 hours, what would you do with it?
I would be the biggest hoe in the world. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I'd be a millionaire. I would use that thing to get everything I wanted in this world. I don't know if it's a good politically correct answer, but that's true.
Well, you got 24 hours to collect all the old Chevys you can get, so you better pick the right women.
Yeah, I'd rather just stick with what I have, what I know.
I'd be out there making all the damn money I could get in a matter of 24 hours. Boy, I'd be one rich son of a bitch. Sore as hell, but by God, I'd be rich.
It just doesn't sound the same when you ask my question, husband.
I know. Donna does it so much better.
Yeah, a vagina is very powerful, so, I would be accomplishing a lot.
Well, believe me, mine's not earning me any favors.
Hey, you got the biggest favor of all. You got married, you locked down, you got somebody that's there all the time, so it's pretty powerful. I'm sure if you didn't have one, you wouldn't be in that position.
I think you might be right there.
She'd be getting it from the other end if that was the case.
Oh, my God.
Any hole's a goal, as
All
they
right.
say.
All right, next question. Next question.
If you could have a party in the sky with a great musician that's dead, who would it be?
Probably Johnny Cash.
You know what? You're not the only one to say that. There's a lot of Johnny Cash lovers out there.
It's hard to name just one. There'd be a whole lot of them I'd love to party with, but Johnny Cash would be one of them, and Robert Johnson would be another.
Boy, is Johnny Cash going to have one hell of a party when everybody comes together.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I think if I woke up with a dick tomorrow...
You do every morning.
Oh, yeah, I do. Good point, husband. If I woke up with one actually attached to me...
I see.
I think I'd be getting myself into lots of trouble because that's where you guys have got the brains, isn't it? Your brains are in your ding-dongs.
Please, do you hear that shit?
Oh, God.
I got your brains
And
right here.
And the useless skin attached to that dick is the man.
Shut up.
So the dick would be attached to a genius.
This is very brutal.
Oh, damn it, Ethel. Go back to your room. Oh, my God.
Courtney wants to know how we got on powerful vaginas. I don't know
How
if
we
mine
got
isn't
on-
very powerful.
I mean, Courtney's a prime example of a powerful one.
Oh!
She calls a venue that tells me, no, y'all can't play here, and all of a sudden you got a date. So I don't know.
So she is the vagina. She is the powerful vagina of the Sean Elliott and 460 South Band.
Yeah, and if any of my band members are listening, they're not going to live that one down. Courtney will not live that down at all.
Do you know what the British word is for vagina?
Is it the C word?
No.
Oh, it is one of those two.
They call it a fanny.
I always thought the fanny was the thing behind you.
It is in America, but not over there. Next time you see Courtney, tell her, "Hi, Fanny."
Yeah, but it's your front bottom in the UK.
Courtney will never
Wow,
know.
I'm gonna start using that word now.
You bloody fanny.
I can't wait to try it out now. I'm gonna use that word like a new pair of cowboy boots. I'm gonna wear that.
Oh,
You better put some spurs on that bad boy.
Oh yeah, click them heels.
there's lots I could teach you, like bollocks.
That's pretty easy.
But
though.
I've never liked that word.
Now that is what the Brits would say if they hit themselves with a hammer. They'll go, bollocks!
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the British talk. Like Austin Powers is one of my favorite movies.
Austin
So
Powers.
Smashing done.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right. I guess I'm done. What about you?
Yes, I'm done.
You're well done. You're post-toasted over there.
Ah! You're going to need this vagina later.
I see. You think?
I'm sure my coworkers are going to ask you, so what did you talk about in your radio interviews? They didn't tune in. I'm going to say powerful vagina.
Well, Donna will...
Front bottoms.
Donna will edit this out of the show, and she'll post the interview on YouTube, so we'll make sure you get the link, and then you can pass it around.
Cool, there's a question from Ron in the chat room. What is the favourite Canadian sex position?
Well, I'm not from Canada, so I don't know much about Canadian. I can tell you my favorite one.
Go on then.
My favorite's all of them.
All of them. I can tell you a pirate's favourite sex position. Up the arse!
Oh, jeez.
Come on, you're supposed to laugh at that, Sean. I'm funny. Courtney wants to know, why do they call you an outlaw?
Oh, it's a good question. They call me out because I have a pretty wild past. I used to be one of those people, if you looked at me funny, we'd be fighting. And nowadays, I'm an outlaw because I don't live according to society standards.
Oh, whatever.
So,
I don't either.
A lot of people, you know, I get funny looks because I'm a black guy that sings country. I'm a black guy that has a rebel flag tattooed on my arm. So a lot of people, you know, that's a very controversial flag. So a lot of people look at me funny because of my ways, what I believe in. And where I'm from here in Virginia, if you're a black guy, you're supposed to have your pants sagging and rapping and saying the N-word all day, according to society, how they look at you.
Yeah, whatever. Those people are still in the Ice Age.
Right. So what makes me an outlaw is that I don't live according to any of society's beliefs or standards. I live by what I believe and the values and morals that I was raised on. I'm 100% patriot and very patriotic. And I believe in showing everyone the same amount of respect they show you.
You know, I don't know if you get this or not, but it makes sense in my head anyways, but I'm a racist. I'm a racist against assholes. I don't care who you are. If you're an asshole, I don't like you.
Yeah, you said you're a racist against assholes?
Yeah, not against color, not against people, just assholes. If you're an asshole, I don't like you. How much easier can that get?
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of people who walk around like that for no reason. I'm not that kind of person. I don't go for bad. I don't go around trying to be tough or disrespect people. I try to be nice. I'm one of those kind of people that if you break down on the side of the road, if my vehicle's passing you and I can help you, I will.
Yes, sir.
That's me. A lot of people forget what country values are. And a lot of people forget what values are in general.
Well, it's not just country values. That's human value. I mean, that's just being outright nice.
Right. A lot of people don't have those values anymore. And I try to still live by them. You know, I try to be nice. And I'm never like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I'm just an all-around, like, I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm this great person and that I'm the best guy in the world. You know, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm one of those people that, you know, if I see somebody in need, I'll help you the best way I can. But the biggest thing I hate in the world is a liar and a thief or someone who's just outright disrespectful.
Oh, I hear you. God. I'm such a miserable bastard myself, and people have pretty much made me that way. Because there's just no respect for anybody anymore. That was one reason why I asked you if you held the door open for women.
Absolutely. That's one thing my dad really instilled in me was real men hold doors for women and treat women with respect. If it wasn't for a woman, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, I don't know. That's another thing I don't like about modern hip-hop is that they disrespect women so much.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Very true.
Well, that's it. I guess we have nothing else to add, unless you do.
I don't have nothing else. This was very fun.
Oh, hell yeah. I get tickled to death when this kind of shit goes on. Especially when somebody laughs and plays along. That's even better.
Oh, yeah. So if y'all ever have any more questions, just y'all know how to reach me.
Yeah, and don't forget, let's get that Courtney video on there. I got to have a look at that.
I will. I have a video. We were going to see Hank Jr. play in South Carolina, and Courtney was getting dressed, and a buddy of mine who's the biggest hillbilly redneck guy that I know was playing Tupac or something on his phone, and Courtney was just jamming. She didn't know I was Snapchatting her, and so I saved the video. I will share that video. Since Courtney wants to try to bury me on the radio, I'm going to post this video. I posted it a long time ago, but I'm going to do it again.
Yes, sir. I love the sound of that. A little bit of revenge goes a long way.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be funny. I'm going to tag you guys in it and post it on your show.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. Gotta love it.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome. A lot of fun.
Not a problem. And remember one thing in life. Any hole's a goal.
Apart from the arsehole.
Hail to the powerful vagina.
Yes, sir.
I bow to thee.
Where's your toilet flush? Have you got your toilet flush?
No, I don't. I don't even know where it is.
Randy hasn't got his toilet flush ready, and we always like to flush our guests down the loo.
Did we get a CD from Sean?
No, we haven't.
Hey, where's our autographed CD for our Yankee and the Brit Wall of Shame?
See, if y'all remember correctly, I was telling you guys we're working on our album to get it done next month or two.
He doesn't
So
pay
when I
attention.
No, I don't remember shit.
So the minute that thing gets off, I will get it to you guys.
Yes, sir. And then it can go on our wall of shame.
I'll proudly be on you guys' wall of shame with a big smile.
That'll work. Good deal. Thank you very much.
Go on, flush him down
Thank
the
you.
toilet. Flush him.
Hope to see you soon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Flush him.
Bye-bye.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Here's Tammany and one guitar. Yankee and the Brit. Thank you very much, Sean Elliott Jr.